Today's been a long day. It's the last thing I'm doing today. Training at the last possible time sort of the day. It's like, right now it's like 9 o'clock at night. Started the day at 5:30. Actually, it's been a long week as well. I've done, basically worked every single day this week and some. So, and I've got work tomorrow morning as well. So, busy. Still getting my session in. Today's bench. And as you guys know, there's a big gap between bench days now, some 10 days. So when I have to do bench on a day like this, then it feels like I'm not going to be doing benching properly for like weeks on end. And that's the difficulty with low frequency training, is that when that day falls on a bad day, then there you go. Like you're having a bad bloody period altogether. Whereas the squats, I don't really care about the squats because I'm squatting tomorrow again. But today, bench time. I've been improving my bench basically every single time I've benched for the last few months, but not today. Today, it was worse. The first set of 5 with 120 felt really good. Second one felt, still got 5 reps, but then by the third set, I was already exhausted. So that tells me that I don't have the capacity to get volume today. And, that's understandable. I'm very tired. I'm not in the best space. It's late. It's been a long day, long week. But that's kind of what you have to do. You come in here, you do the best you can. That's one thing that I've not enjoyed about this low frequency training in terms of the accessories. I feel fresher, because I'm having these in-between days between every hard day. So it's like day on, day off, day on, day off in terms of accessories. And I feel like I'm fresh in terms of that. But then this week has been a terrible work week. Lots has happened at work. Lots of stress. Lots of crazy shifts. The shift work has been crazy today. Like I did a Thursday night shift. So I finished Friday morning. I got home like at 8 o'clock. And then by Saturday morning, I was back on a shift again. Usually when you finish a night shift, there's, a couple of days rest, 2-3 days rest. But it was a quick turnaround. And so back at work Saturday, back at work Sunday, and back Monday as well. So shift work does break you down like that. It's not so much the sheer volume of hours that you're working. It's the disorganized delivery of those hours. So if I was to do 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or 9 to 7, whatever it is, 12-hour shifts, if there is some sort of regularity in your life, you can cope. You can really, really cope. But when you're not only battling with the hours you have to do, but also with the biological clock and the feeding times, the sleeping times, all that's up and about, and I'm throwing in training in between all of that chaos, there's a lot to deal with that. And then obviously the nature of the work. We had a crazy case on Wednesday, very nasty resus. That's been on my mind. Not keeping me up at night or whenever I'm sleeping, but it has been on my mind. And so there's a lot going on. And so excuses, but whatever. You need to take all these stresses into account and chart that if you could. I mean, I don't chart it, but I make a note of it, that it has been a particularly bad week. And that happens in life. That's exactly what we always talk about, that we are not athletes. We are not people in a bubble who just focus on training. There's a lot of things going on. And so whenever you listen to your favorite YouTuber, Instagrammer, or social media person, just take all that information with a pinch of salt, because you are not in a bubble. You are very much influenced by your environment and all of the oscillations that happen in life that you cannot control. We can do the best we can, and that's exactly why I feel good about this week, is because I've tried to control what I can control. But there's a lot of other stuff that's out of my control that I just cop on the chin and still put my best foot forward and get on with it. But I always say to myself, and this is kind of how I process it, there's other people that have it much worse, number one. And number two, if you can get through a session like this, then when it's going to be a sunny, nice day with the best possible conditions, that you're going to do extra well, because you have contrast of when it's extra not good. So, it's all about the mental disposition. It's all about the mental approach to a lot of this stuff, and life is in general. I mean, life is that. Life is, I always say, man, it's 90% mental. It's how you process stress. It's about your coping mechanisms. If you think life is going to be dandy and happy all the time, you're a fool. You're a fool to think that you're going to have a life with no bumps and obstacles and hardship. It's booked. Yeah, there's shit coming your way, no matter what you are or who you are. The only question is, how are you going to process that? How are you going to process with all of that stress coming your way? This is why I say to everyone, and I've said it ever since I've had a voice in this space, is that the gym or gymming or training or whatever you want to call it is very much a training tool, not just for the physical aspect of our life, but also the mental. The mental aspect, how you process stress, how you process hardship, how you process plateaus, how you process pains and strains in your training. That's exactly what life is, but it comes in a different form. You've had a disagreement with a colleague at work. Okay, how are you going to process that? You're going to quit? You're going to go crazy? You're going to load up the bar to 190 when your max is 190 on a sore knee? You're going to do that? That's kind of equivalent to approaching the colleague and trying to have a fist fight with them. You're not going to do that. You're going to do the best you can. And the barbell teaches you. The barbell is unbeaten. No one has ever beaten the barbell. And so, in a way, I think that teaches me about life, how to process this, how to go about it. And obviously, there's very, very nice aspects of my life that I look forward to every single day. And that charges my batteries and I tackle the next obstacle in front of me. So these coping mechanisms that I speak of, you're looking at one right there. This is very much my coping mechanism. I come home to a loving family, a loving wife, loving kids. We're all healthy. I'm very blessed for that. And I get reminded about that every single day at work, how wealthy we all are that have health. And I truly feel like I'm a wealthy man. And so with all that in my mind, I approached the heavy bar today, very, very heavy feeling barbell today. And I am humbled and I appreciate it. And I thank the freaking barbell for being heavy, because it's another little tool in my arsenal of how to deal with life. I know that's a whole lot of, words, but, whether you're a macho man or an alpha or whatever you are, whatever you want to call it, life will try and beat you down. And that's exactly what happens. I'm 35. I've had a fair few knocks on the chin, but you just keep on rocking up. And this Squat Everyday journey is my celebration of, yeah, all right, you beat me up today, but I still got a rep in today. I still got my reps in. And that to me is a victory, absolute victory. And, we can all, sit back and make goals and, mark our own milestones and what's an achievement, what's not an achievement, what the goal is and whatever it is. I'm very happy with my, my progress, and I do it for me. This is my little project that nobody else has, a say on what I'm going to do. There is no director, there is no CEO, there is no manager that can tell me what I'm going to do. I rock up and I do my thing and I fucking love it. I fucking love it. There's nobody that can tell me. No performance review, no financial review, no government person that's going to come through the halls of this damn house and tell me, oh no, you can't do, work up to a 140 or 160 for a single. Nah, brother. I run this particular part of my life and it's a beautiful thing. And I freaking celebrate it every single day, man. I have the health, the happiness, and I come in here and I do it regardless of how freaking disgustingly heavy the barbell felt today. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.